Hello there, everybody. I wasn't ready. My thumb hit that button before I was ready. What kind of show is this gonna be? Well, the window's shut. How about that for a change? But all my lighting ain't done. It's too bright in here. Figured I'd forgot to do something. But I'm gonna tell you something. Since I started this channel, back then I just kind of didn't have a drive to do any painting. No, I wasn't in the mood. I just lost the feeling to do it. But tonight, I still don't have, but I'm gonna force a painting. Now in the past, every time I force a painting, it never work out. I have to redo the whole thing every time. But I got a weird feeling. So I'm gonna force this one. But I'm just doing blues. Dark blue, medium blue. You know different kind of blues. I don't need to name them all. That'd be stupid. But I like that Neptune blue and that aqua blue. I like, there's what is that called? What's that called? Sapphire blue or no? Shady blue? What is that? What's that one I like? Ain't nobody over there. Anyway, tonight, what we're doing, before I do that, I'm going to do that painting right there. Look at this thing right there. Look at that. What is that? What kind of texture is that? I don't know. Stuff. It's just kind of, yeah, look at that. I'm going to paint this thing, boy. Yeah, look at that. I'm going to paint that. Anyway, I'm going to put a lot of blues on there, I think. But then we'll put water first so that a lot of the blues washes off and leaves a lot of the black exposed. But then the blues will be smeared here and there. And you can make depth. Make it look like a damn underwater cave or something. I don't know. There ain't no telling what's going to happen once I start putting that paint around. Anyhow, but that's coming later. Right now, guess what we're doing? A movie and a song. We're doing a movie and a song. This one is from 1978. It's a comedy. I usually just do scary crap, and every now and I do a scary comedy. But I did Tombstone and Little Big Man when it was westerns. But this one's a comedy from like I said, 78. Guess what? It's directed by who? Burt Reynolds. That's who. And you know who stars in it? Burt Reynolds, that's who. It got Sally Field in there. It got Dom DeLouise in there. I love Dom DeLouise. He's coming up. He's in my favorite comedian category. Coming up. That one's coming up. And but I like him. It had Kristy McNicol. Remember her? She's famous for like 2 months in the late 70s. And then Robbie Benson, he's probably for another couple months in the late 70s. And but there's good. There's other people in there too. Joanne Woodward, that's Paul Newman's wife. She gone. I think everybody in that movie gone except Sally Field. Anyway, this movie's called The End. And what happens is, I'm just going to tell you a little bit. I'm not going to spoil nothing, probably. But the plot, you're going to get the plot right off the bat. As soon as the movie starts, it's them talking. So, but what happened is Burt Reynolds, he find out, his doctor tells him you got something bad. You got bad, it ain't good. And he says, well, how long have I got? And the doctor says, who knows, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, look, I know you're withholding. He said, I'm a man, damn it, I can take it. Now you tell me how long I got, I can take it. And he goes, you got 6 months. And Burt Reynolds leans on he's at the aquarium, and he leans on that aquarium and starts crying, oh, God, 6 months. Like that. That's pretty funny how he did it. And, but then he decides, you know what? I ain't going to wait around and let that kill me. I'm going to take myself out. I'm going to take myself out and do it my way, my terms. Well, then, next thing you know, they lock him up and keep him safe. But in there, he meets Dom DeLouise in there, and he says, "I'll be your friend, but you gotta help me do something." And he's like, "What's that?" And he goes, "Help me croak." He said, I got a bad disease. I don't want it to wear me out all them, 6 months and linger on and waste away. I don't want to be that." And he says, "So help me croak." And that Dom DeLouise like, "All right." And then hilarity ensues. Yeah, it's a good movie. But here, let me tell you something. I hadn't seen it in a long damn time. Because I saw it quite a few times when it first come out. And then, but I've seen it like maybe in the early 90s. I saw it on TV or something. I don't know. But I forgot about it. I didn't remember much. I was like, told my daughter, I said, "Look what's on Prime. We gotta watch this. It's one of my favorite ass movies. It's funny." They talk about sex a lot. Yeah. It's quite uncomfortable. Yeah, I was like, I don't. And she just kind of keep looking at me like, "Damn." And I'm like, I didn't remember none of this. I didn't remember none of that embarrassing stuff. Seemed like I remembered that. But I remembered the comedy. But Dom DeLouise is one of the funniest fellers ever lived. I ain't even playing. But that's how that went. And I enjoyed that movie. Y'all will too. Go watch it. The End. 1978. Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLouise. Burt Reynolds directed it. The song. I want that word, the end. Since the movie's the end, I got you. A song called "End of the Line" by Traveling Wilburys from 1988. Go listen to that. I got a lot of famous dudes playing on that recording in that band. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, to the end of the line. I don't know. That's all I know. But go listen to that. That's a good one. All right. I think that's about it. Go watch that movie though. The End. Burt Reynolds. Listen to that song. End of the Line. Traveling Wilburys. Got that George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, Roy Orbs. That's three of my favorite dudes right there. Musicians. All right. Comment if you want to. Other than that, see you in the next one. Whichever that one is. Okay, bye.